This Dell Dimension E520 generated one image in 998 seconds. The GPU did only 44 of those. The CPU is a 2007 Core 2 Quad, and it did the other 954. Today, I show you how I cut that to 0. 42 seconds is all it took, entirely on the GPU. In part 1, I got Stable Diffusion running on this machine. Just barely. 998 seconds total. The GPU handled 44 seconds of that. The CPU, this 2007 Core 2 Quad, did 954. That's 95% of the work on the CPU. The GPU was barely involved. The bottleneck was VRAM. 4 gigabytes sounds like enough, but it's not. The full safe tensors model is 4 gigabytes just sitting on disk. Load it, add the text encoder, add the VAE decoder, and well, you're well past 4 gigs. The system falls back in that case to CPU. And on a Core 2 Quad from 2007, that means 16 minutes per image. The obvious fix here, well, was to make the model smaller. Quantization sounds complicated, but I'll try to explain it in the most simple terms. A neural network stores numbers, many of them. In full precision, FP32 that is, each number takes 32 bits. Quantization reduces that precision to FP16, and it cuts storage in half. Quant 8 uses 8 bits per weight, Quant 4 uses 4 bits. A 4 gigabyte FP32 model becomes 3.1 gigabytes at 8-bit, 1.8 gigabytes at 4-bit, but it's still the same model. It's the same knowledge, just a smaller file, with less VRAM. So in theory, this solves everything, but in practice, the 4 gigabyte safe tensors file becomes 3.1 gigabytes. VRAM usage drops from roughly 2.7 to 1.7 gigs. Nearly a full gigabyte here is freed. The diffusion runs 20 steps. Then the VAE decoder loads. The thing is, we're already out of memory. The model fit the diffusion RAM, and it still failed. Fine, if 8-bit doesn't fit, 4-bit will. There is no scenario where a 1.8 gigabyte model overflows a 4 gigabyte card. However, it doesn't fit. And here's the thing nobody talks about. Stable diffusion is not one model. It's at least 2. The diffusion model, that's the part that actually generates the image, and the VAE decoder. That's the part that takes the generated latent and turns it into a picture that you can look at. The VAE decoder loads separately. It's about 500 megabytes, and quantization doesn't touch the VAE. It shrinks the diffusion model. So you shrink the diffusion model from 2.7 to 1.5 gigs, the VAE still stays the same at 500 megs. The text encoder is still loaded, PyTorch overhead, CUDA context, you're back at 4 gigabytes. The VAE here is the silent killer. Every guide tells you to quantize. Nobody mentions the decoder still needs a seat at this table. But there's a fix. TAESD, Tiny Autoencoder for Stable Diffusion. It's 5 megabytes, not 500. 5. It's a distilled VAE, and it has the same job for a fraction of the size. It's only 2.3 megabytes on VRAM. That's it. And with that 42 seconds, the GPU does everything. The CPU does nothing on a 2007 Dell. But here's the real question. What does 4-bit actually cost you? The 4-bit model produces a softer image. There's less fine detail. The mesh artifacts in the vegetation, that's the 4-bit degrading the latents before TAESD ever decodes them. The 8-bit model is nearly indistinguishable from the full precision original. Both run in 42 seconds. The quantization level makes almost no speed difference. The VAE was the bottleneck after all, not the model. So if you want to do this yourself, here's the full workflow. Step 1 is to convert your safe tensors model to GGUF using the SD-CLI convert command. Step 2 is to pick your quantization. If you want quality, you go with Q8. If you want extra headroom, you go with Q4. Step 3 is to download TAESD. It's one file, it's only 5 megabytes. The link is in the description. Step 4 is to pass the TAESD flag pointing at the TAESD file. And that's it. It's only 4 steps. Any 4 gigabyte card, any old machine, links to everything below. So my machine was left outside on a New York City street when I tried to get rid of it. But it just generated an AI image in 42 seconds with a graphics card that cost me only $60. And this proves some points. You don't need a data center. You don't need a $2,000 GPU. You just need the right approach and the willingness to ask what's actually happening under the hood, because that's where the 5 megabyte fix lives here. It's the thing that nobody talks about. Now, in part 3, I'm going to see how far I can push this. So stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.